Right, we decided to send another letter to Tobias Elwood, asking him a question. That could he be so kind, or could you be so kind, as to let me know if Parliament is going to hold an inquiry into the wrongful arrest, detention and defamation of a member of the public, and of course racism, of a man who simply lost his way when passing the Houses of Parliament and took the wrong turning, ended up crashing into a barrier. The police should be held to account in this matter for all our sakes. For if you or I were passing the Houses of Parliament and fainted and crashed our cars into a barrier, the last thing we need is the media having been set up to film us and then the police pointing guns at us on account that we simply had an accident. We look forward to the young man suing the police for discrimination, for defamation, for wrongful arrest, assault and battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. It is outrageous that a member of the public should suffer in this way, and the newspapers and media in general will agree. Totally outrageous, and sets a precedent that any vehicle that crashes is to be surrounded by armed police after the media sets up on site, as per the above event. By the way, I love your pose in the last event. You're posing for the camera. What you need to have done is to have had an actual body on the ground so that we could see that you were attending to a real life body whilst paramedics stood around obscuring things. I think we'll put in there, rather than doing their duty, paid duty, okay? P.S. How did Theresa May come to know of the car crash before it happened? She tweeting condolences just after 2 a.m. in the morning of the 14th, when the incident is not recorded as happening until sometime later. Missed that one. Until sometime later. Now, I know of a drug dealer who might like to be visited by the police, so I'll put his address on it. So if anyone comes to this, he gets big and arrested, questioned, and his stash taken away. Now, I'm very kind, you know, and considerate to society. And if anybody else would like to spend a little money on a second-class stamp, you could always do what I done here, okay? To address an MP, okay? I'm going to send a few of these out to MPs, just to let them know that the obvious, that we're not all sheep, lambs to the slaughter. Even if some MPs are, because some of the MPs are not in the chain, they're out of the link. They don't know. Ask your local MP, he hasn't got a pig clue. Tobias Elwood has. He made that obvious on Westminster Bridge affair, in that affair. Okay? But if I will go down to this Ponzi bugger down the road here, alright, he wouldn't have a clue and doesn't want a clue. Told him to get some balls. I told him to get some balls. Stop messing around. Get some balls, get some spine, get some backbone. Because at your age especially, you're one meal away from a coffin. So why don't you just go out of this world on fire for the truth? But you compromise yourself so much, you've got no spine, no backbone, no guts, no nothing, and you're an MP. And you've got all that money stashed away. There's no pockets in shrouds. Stupid people. Stupid, absolutely stupid. Well, we're going to send this. Okay? And we're going to see what happens. Again, I would suggest, 1 second class down to your MP, or any MP for that matter. Oh, by the way, I didn't get one off the newspapers when I questioned Manchester fake event. I knew very well that these buggers wouldn't reply to my questions, because they can't reply. Simple as that. They can't reply to the fact that I asked them, why didn't they do a report on the GMEX centre that was blown up according to the media footage on the night? Why was it that they and the rest of the media didn't go down after the police cordon was taken away to film the damage, and equally when the workmen got on site to have interviews with them, have nice long discussions? It would have boosted your circulation. You know damn well it would have boosted your circulation, but why didn't you go down? I left it up to them to give the reason they couldn't. And other questions as to why there was 5 bombers in the footage. You see, the media are telling us all the time that it's fake, simply by the omissions. And it's always that they don't follow through. So, we can look forward to this man now, if he's not an actor, suing the police. But then he won't sue the police. The papers won't say this man needs to sue the police, because they all know, with the man, with Parliament, that this was fake. If it was real, they'd be crying out, sue the fuzz, sue them, outrageous, outrageous, you can't even go past Parliament now without having guns stuck in your pigging faces, this is an outrageous situation. And the fellow would be down that pigging court and the lawyers would have been soddy. Oh, I tell you what, the vans with lawyers, oh man, free service boyo, yep, nice bit of publicity here, young man, come with us. We'll sue this pesky government, and quite frankly they've got to capitulate, because there's no evidence to have arrested you and done all this. There's none whatsoever, young man. We've got them by the short and curlies. Come with us. We'll guarantee you at least 200,000, and then you've got the television rights, and we may even get a book right out of you. That's reality. Well, let us go. Bickies.